Hello and welcome to the F.R.E.E. Thank you all for coming and visiting our channel and subscribing and commenting. We appreciate all of you who take time to watch our videos. I wanted to share a thought today, a thought that I have been thinking about for a while. All of you who watch our videos know we have a background of religion, being in a religious church system. And where we came from, there was times where people would interpret tongues. They would give a tongues interpretation saying that the Lord was going to speak. Some of you know what we're talking about. Some of you might not know, but it's like where someone yells out or screams out in an unknown tongue, and then everybody stays silent, or they start crying. But usually they stay silent, and then the person is screaming out or yelling out in this unknown language or voice. And then they speak in English, and they're saying that, "Thus saith the Lord." And I was thinking about that because there was times where I was in conferences or church services, and sometimes the interpretation person would come forth, meaning they would start to yell. That means they were going to give an interpretation. And a few times the pastors over the pulpit or the leaders would say, "Not now, not now. Now's not the time to give an interpretation." And I was thinking about this because if they believed that that was God giving a message to his people, then why would we tell God not now? Just think about that. Why would we tell him to be quiet or shut him up and say, "Not now, God. Now's not the time to give us a message"? And I just keep thinking about it like, that wasn't God. I can see that now. That wasn't God. First of all, God personally can give us whatever he wants to give us. He doesn't need to just use a certain person or one person. Or if we were in a relationship with the living God, then he can give us a message. And I thought, this is all man stuff. This is church stuff. They come up with all this stuff. And then sometimes when you listen to their messages, when they're interpreting, saying that it's from the Lord, it's always the same. And a lot of it's like condemnation. A lot of it's something that you got to do for God. And I can see that now, that God is not in any of this, in these churches. He's not even in any of this speaking in this unknown language and all that. Why would God do that? Why would he come to us and speak or do this, move our tongues or do something where we don't even understand? Why would he do that? He's a living God. He relates to us personally on who we are. I'm an English-speaking person, and he relates to me and how I can understand him. And I was telling my husband, I liken this like a seance, because the moves and the yells and the acts and the things that they do in seances, well, what I've seen of them, I don't know them personally, but what I've heard, it's similar to these interpretations in the church where they say God's getting ready to speak. It's kind of creepy. Well, I just wanted to share that. God bless.